All right, Shalom. Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Wakwa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 144,000 scattered across the four corners of the earth. Shalom to. All right, in today's lesson, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna go into, the Lord's bringing great judgments across His earth. All right, and the Lord's planet, the Lord is gonna bring, much judgments. You've seen that those fires over in California, those four major fires. Okay, you have to understand, the Lord's not playing. These things are not just coincidence. You gotta know that the Lord and the angels are constantly on missions. You have to understand that the Lord is gonna break this kingdom down systematically. Oh, absolutely. So this is what the Lord is gonna start tearing this place up little by little. Malachi chapter 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So let's break this down. Let's talk about it. For behold, the day cometh. So it's right here on the horizon, ladies and gentlemen. It's very close. That shall burn as an oven. Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's gonna be hot like like the state of Nevada. How many of you guys been in Nevada, or Arizona? In summertime it's very hot. So what you have to understand is it's not just talking about just it's gonna be hot temperature, but it's literally gonna be on fire, like the way California was. All right, with those big fires. But not only that, see, because over here in California, a lot of houses, got destroyed and all that. But what you have to understand is, you see how hot that fire is? It's very hot. All right, but the Lord is gonna bring nuclear fire to to His planet, not the whole thing. The certain locations will be America and Israel. Those two locations are gonna be like the Sahara Desert. It's gonna be completely wasted. There's other places because we're entering the Third World War that are gonna get hit too. Such as Asia, the UK. There's gonna be other spots that are gonna have portions of their land or country, however you will, be destroyed, but it won't be completely wasted. The only two locations that are gonna be completely eviscerated is America and over there in Israel. Okay, it's gonna be literally like the Sahara Desert, like Sodom and Gomorrah. It's gonna literally be nothing left, and that's literal. Okay, there's not gonna be not even like an old abandoned, like an old Bank of America. Like, oh damn, hey, trip out. We're not gonna be in the kingdom with Yahushai, King David, the 12 and the 144,000, and be with our spaceships, our chariots. We're not gonna fly over America and be like, oh hey, check that out. Hey, that used to be a King Taco. Oh, hey, check that out. That used to be the old government building. Like, remember that? Nah, there's not gonna be nothing. Not even an old abandoned car, like an old Toyota. Like an old Camry. Nothing. Like you see, like in these movies, like the Book of Eli. Remember that? How it was kind of that it was wasted land, but there was still like a concrete pipe here. There was still like an abandoned car there. There was still a house here, still a house over there. There's still like stores here and there. There's nothing like that. Or like I Am Legend. Remember how those cities were wasted, but they were still abandoned buildings and stuff like that. There were still cars on the freeway. Yeah, they may have not they might have not worked, but there were still cars there. You're still able to see objects, so to speak. Okay, this is literal. Okay, there's not even one stick. Okay, there's not even gonna be one stick, not even one tree left. So everything is gonna be completely overkill over here. Is what you have to understand. You know, and you see how terrible those fires were with the wind and all that, because the angels were tearing this place up. You know, if you can receive it. Those of you in the know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, those of you that are in the truth. See, because Yahweh and the angels, they went in on this place. That's what you gotta understand. See, remember, the Lord's bringing the plagues. See, the Lord's ready to start destroying this place little by little. But just imagine how these houses were destroyed. Pretty soon, it's gonna be people in those fires. All right, because remember, the Lord, for those of you that are wicked, those of you that are righteous, to you men, women, and children out there that are part of the Lord's hopeful elect, just keep going, stay on the path. You guys are doing a good job. All right, you guys are doing an excellent job. All right, don't worry about the wicked. Okay, they're gonna try to bring in their new world order. They always, they hate the Lord, and they're always saying, "Oh, no mercy." Don't worry about them. Okay, don't even waste your energy on them. Why? Case in point, because they're about to die. You gotta understand that the Lord and the angels are about to delete them. All right, so that's good that you guys are paying attention, watching for the signs. But remember, the wicked, they're on borrowed time. Okay, they're out of there. So don't waste your energy. Don't have your head down. Pick your head up. Okay, remember, the Lord is gonna get His elect out of here, and the Lord is going to destroy the wicked. Look, and all the proud and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. See, so the Lord's getting ready to mount our enemies. They are literally gonna be melted alive, like Sarah Connor. If you guys ever seen that Terminator movie, Terminator 2, remember how Sarah Connor was on that fence? Just like that. It's going to get very bad out here. Remember, these are just stages, okay? But see, you had those 4 fires, but you're still able to have firefighters out there. You're still able to have EMS, policemen out there. It's going to get so bad out here, remember, where you're not going to have no EMS, no police officers, no firefighters. Not talking down on them, saying that they're weak individuals, because they're very strong. They do a very serious job. It's just that there's going to be so much wars and plagues in this place that they're going to be too busy fighting for survival, trying to protect themselves and their families. It's going to get that real out here. You see? It's a very serious ordeal. And the day cometh that shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. See that? Because there's not even going to be a root or branch. Nothing left. Like completely overkill. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 9. For lo, I will raise, who? The Lord. I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations from the north, starting with Russia, okay, China, North Korea, Iran, okay, and of course Iran has ICBMs. Okay, they're just not telling America, they're not telling the world that they have them, but every military around the world, they have secrets. No military is going to tell another military exactly what they have. Everybody holds out on the good stuff. All right, nobody's going to tell another military exactly what they have. Okay, that's the whole point of military. Okay, one of the most best number one things in military and in war is intel. Okay, intelligence, information. Okay, knowing what your enemy has, knowing the locations. See that? Okay, that's one of the main things in military and war is intel. Because if you know what the enemy has, okay, and if you know where he's at, you can strategize. See that? But if you don't know everything about your enemy, how can you plan an attack? You know, you may say, yeah, let's go in there, fuck it. But you don't really know. Like, damn, what if they have some secret weapons? What if they have, like, damn, you don't really know. But if you know what they have and you know where they're at, then you can strategize like a motherfucker. Okay, excuse my Italian. Okay, because it's all about intel. All right, war is an art. It's not all about just, yeah, let's just go in there, duke it out. Okay, it's all about being wise. Okay, art is a war. See that? So if you know where your enemy's at and you know exactly where their weapons are at, you know who their bosses are, where they live, you know where they keep their jets, where they keep their submarines, where they keep their nuclear missiles, you got them. Because all you gotta do is plan an attack, you know, and you get them little by little. You know, you destroy their power grid. You know what I'm saying? You break them down because you know, okay, look, this is that, this is where their power's at, this is their intelligence, this is where their air force is at. You know, so you hit them where it hurts. See? So no military is gonna tell another military exactly what they have. Why would they do that? You know, that's like pretty much telling themselves, pretty much telling the other military, yeah, come kill me. You know, so no military is gonna do that. You see, that's the point. And they shall set themselves in array against her. So that her is talking about America because war is coming to America, right? But remember, just with all these nations coming up against America, remember America's very strong, very strong. Shit, what, you kidding me or what, man? America's very strong. So when these nations start shooting their missiles on America, because it will happen here shortly, you have to understand that you got to understand that you know America's not just gonna sit here and take it. You know, America's gonna shoot their missiles back. But you know, what's the outcome of that? You know, of everybody, you know, just shooting their missiles on one another. Okay, it's total annihilation. Okay, it's total devastation. You know, it's gonna be a desert, a wasteland. See? So this is what you have to understand. From thence she shall be taken. So right there, we're still in Jeremiah 50 verse 9. From thence she shall be taken. Talking about the invasion. All right, because this place is going to be invaded heavily. So from thence she shall be taken, because America's going to be invaded. You know, yes, America is going to do something about it, of course, you know, but is America going to stop it or prevent it? No, that's the difference, you know, but you got to understand that it's the vengeance from the Lord. Their arrows, meaning their ICBMs, shall be of a mighty expert man. Yeah, because Russia's nuclear missiles are on point. None shall return in vain. Verse 10, Jeremiah 50 and 10, and Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right. So let's explain this. Jeremiah 50 and 10, and Chaldea. So Chaldea is another word, you know, like code word for America, because this America is the main stage where these elites, you know, where they push their sorcery, you know, their witchcraft, because everybody wants to come to America. Look at how many foreigners are coming across that border because they're trying to come to America. Yes, you have sleeper cells in there that are coming for war, but you know, you do have foreigners in there that are just trying just to come to America to make a better life for themselves. But why are they trying to come into America? Because America has everything. Okay, but not only that, but because these other countries are third world countries, because the so-called white man have went in there and messed up these countries. Okay, Because everybody knows down there in Brazil, Mexico, the government's all corrupt. Why is it that? Why is it like that? Because the so-called white man has infiltrated them, took all their resources, and set up their puppet leaders to do what they say, to answer them. See that? So that's why all these, third world countries are suffering, okay? Because they have plenty of resources, but it's because Esau has set up his bugged out systems. So that's why the people are suffering. See that? But why are they trying to come to America? Yeah, because everyone's trying to be like America. All right? Case in point, the Kardashians. Everybody knows about the Kardashians worldwide, from the UK to China. Everybody knows about them. LeBron James, okay, the NFL. See? Everybody watches the sports in America. Okay, everybody knows about America. Everyone wants to come to America, meet the actors, go to Hollywood. See? Not everybody in the world is trying to be like Australia. Not everybody in the world is trying to be like Africa. They may want to go visit, but where are people, trying to, really want to be like? They want to be like America. Because everything that America does, all right, it influences and it impacts the rest of the world. See? So these other countries, all right, they may not live in America, but they can, they know about LeBron James. They know about Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez. All right, they know about NFL. They know about the Patriots. They know. Okay, how many of you Americans out there can name the athletes that are over there and in Australia? How many of you guys can name artists that are out there in Africa? Don't worry, I'll wait. How many of you guys can name the athletes that are over there in Spain? Okay, how many of you guys can name the famous people that are over there and like in Afghanistan? See, you may be able to name their politicians, but you don't know them. Like them for them. See, but everyone knows about America. See, even these other countries. See that? They know. So this is why America is the main stage that pushes all the agendas for their witchcraft, their sorcery, everything that America does, it impacts the rest of the world. Jeremiah 50:14. Put yourselves in array against, we're going to kind of skip down a little bit. Put yourselves in array against Babylon. So the Lord is saying, come up against America, round about, all ye that bend the bow. So everybody that has nuclear capabilities, start aiming them at America right now. Okay, get them ready. That's what the Lord and the angels are doing right now. Right now. Shoot at her. See? The Lord is about to tell the angels to tell Putin to press the button. They're going to make him press the button. Facts. Shoot at her. Spare no arrows. So shoot all of them. From their silos, from their submarines, from their bombers, from their jets. All of them. Totally overkill. All right? Why? Let's keep reading. For she has, who? America. She has sinned against the Lord. Right, because they're Satanists out here. Okay, the top leaders bow down to Satan, Baphomet, Molech, and Baal. Those are facts. Those are facts. So this is why the Lord's bringing it upon America. Remember, just because you're American doesn't mean that the Lord's going to destroy you. The Lord's going to save a lot of Americans, citizens, okay? They are Hebrew Israelites, but they're American citizens. And remember, it's not about color. You don't have to look like a so-called black, Latino, Native American to be an Israelite. It's just that predominantly, generally, the majority of them are going to look like that. Okay, but, you Israelites out there, you've been in slavery for so long, we look like everybody. All right? Shout out her round about, she had given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Yeah, because the angels are destroying this place from the inside out. Okay, whether they're using because the left hand side is a tool as well, because the left hand side is gonna collapse the dollar, bring in a famine, bring in the concentration camps. Yeah, who controls the left hand side? All right, the Lord and the angels, and then it goes down the chain of command. See that? So the Lord is gonna destroy this place systematically. Whether he's gonna use the left hand side, he's gonna use the Russians, he's using the prophets, okay, to cut all the lies. So this place is getting broken down. All right, the Lord has many armies. Okay, the Lord controls both sides. So whether it comes from the left hand side or the right hand side, basically, in simple terms, the Lord is getting ready to destroy this place. See? Her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. See that? Because the Lord don't like you, Esau. Take vengeance upon her, as she had done, do unto her. So that's the Lord talking to like these the Israelites, because yeah, the Israelites are gonna get payback, but also the heathen, because America has went around stealing resources from these other nations. So this is why the Lord has so many sleeper cells here in America, and gonna have that invasion. Because does America, military do good stuff around the world and help feed people? Yeah, but they do a lot of bad stuff, a lot. So this is why the Lord is telling even the heathens, go ahead and get your payback. Okay, why do you think China's ready to go to war with America? Okay, a lot of these other nations, okay, they're coming up against America. All right, because America has been doing people dirty and wrong for a long time. So the Lord, that's why the Lord has Russia here, China. See that? Because America has been doing, bad stuff around the world, by sending CIA, MI6, economic hitman, actually taking out leaders, that they don't like. And it's like, damn, because America goes around the world telling people what they can and cannot do. So that's why the Lord has these other nations here. All right, because these elites are going to bring order out of chaos, but it's ultimately for the Lord. Okay, it's from the Lord. So the Lord is basically working with the heathen. Okay, the Lord's working with these other nations. Absolutely. He's not on their side, but he's actually like helping them. He's helping them and he's controlling them. He's using them. See that? So the Lord is basically, he's telling to other nations, what America did to you, go ahead and get your payback. Go for it. Get her. This is what the Lord's saying. That's why these nations are coming up in here. All right? Yeah, America's leaders sold out the American people. They're allowing sleeper cells to come in here. But who's controlling them? The Lord. See that? You can deny it all you want. Oh, no, Biden and them, they didn't let the sleeper cells in here. Whatever. Okay? If you don't believe it, that's on you. But it's all from the Lord, because the Lord is ready to destroy this place. Remember, because America has did a lot of terrible things. You have a bad track record. So the Lord is telling other nations to get their payback. Saying what you did to them, go ahead and get her. Go ahead. See? Jeremiah 15:22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. So yeah, it's gonna be very loud from those ICBMs being shot off. Jeremiah 15:23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder? That's America, see? And broken. See that? So everyone's like, how? Because, even America. Because even they think like, oh, no, we're going to rule forever. That's why America's like, shit, whoever wants to come against us, line them up. We got them. It's because that's how strong America is. They're very strong. How has Babylon become a desolation among who? The nations. Because America is going to lose in World War III. Okay, yeah, they're going to put up a hell of a fight, of course. But they're going to go down. See that? How is the hammer of the whole earth? That's America. Because they go around telling people what they can and cannot do. And America's bullies, because if somebody don't like it, what are they going to do about it? They can't. Because America will go in there and stomp them out. See that? This is why America controls NATO and the EU, because they're the whore that sits on the beast. See? Because in those meetings with NATO and the EU, America has the last say. Why? Not just because America's favored, because America has the biggest guns, has the best toys. All right? Whoever has the biggest guns has the last say. Because if somebody says, "Oh no, I disagree with that," America would just kind of give them that look, like, "Oh yeah," you know. See, there it is. So these nations are gonna come up in here. All right, it's gonna be very serious. This ain't no just little. Oh, it's a little invasion. The Americans got them, no problem. You better think again. All right, you better think again, because bodies are gonna start hitting the floor very soon. The left hand side. The stage is yours. Go for it, dude. The stage is yours. The left hand side, they have the green light from the Lord to tear this shit up, to tear this place up. Facts. They are gonna put people in guillotines. They're gonna shut this place down. It's gonna be that bad. It's gonna get that bad. Jeremiah 15:24. I have laid a snare for thee, a trap, and thou art also taken. So America's gonna go down. O Babylon, that's America. Thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. Because they're against the Lord. Okay, although they say we're a God-fearing country, the lower level, Americans who are not high up, they truly believe in the Lord, But like the American Bible Belts and all that, but they don't know that, these the elites of this society, they really are Satanists, but they disguise themselves as Christians and Catholics. They're all Satanists, all of them, okay, including Pope Francis. Okay, you can't tell me. Look at Pope Francis. You can't tell me that clown don't look like a bagel. Okay, he looks like a plain bagel. Facts. The Lord's gonna destroy that clown because they sacrifice babies over there in the Vatican. Just Google how many children go missing in the Vatican City. But that's neither here nor there. We're not here just to point out everybody and whatever, but just the Lord's not dealing with those clowns. They are Satanists. They go that far. They can't hide from the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord. See? Because give Yahweh Bashim Yahushai praise. He's the one that's doing it. The Lord's like, I'm doing this. I'm running this show. See? The Most High Yahweh, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. So the Lord's saying, I'm controlling this bad boy. See? In fact, the Lord's saying, I put the Russians here. I brought the Chinese here. Okay? The Lord's saying, I put it in Kamala's mind and Biden's mind to allow the sleeper cells in here. Okay? I'm telling the politicians to destroy the dollar. See that? The Lord's saying, I'm doing this shit. Okay? Because the Lord controls the elites. See that? So the Lord's saying, I got this. The Lord's saying, I got the stage set up. This is my program. Sweetheart. Okay? Praise ye the Lord. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Check this out. Let's break it down. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 25. The Lord Yahweh hath opened his armory. That's like a selection. All right? Because the Lord is opening his armory. Let's say like those of you that are in your house, you guys are getting ready for a civil war, or let's say if somebody's about to rob your house or threaten your family, okay, you go to your safe. You have your selection of rifles, shotguns, maybe a field knife, whatever. See, so you have your selection of weapons. You have your option of weapons. That's what the Lord's doing. He's opening up his armory. So the Lord's like, okay, I'm going to use the left-hand side to crash this society, to bring chaos. Okay, because the Lord has different armies. The Lord controls everything. All right, so the Lord's like, okay, I'm going to use the Russians, all right, to get this nuclear party started. All right, I'm going to use the prophets, to destroy the lies. See that? So the Lord is opening his armory, meaning his weapons, his selection. It's kind of like breakfast in the morning. when your children tell you, hey, I'm hungry. Hey, mom, I'm hungry. Hey, dad, I'm hungry. And you give them like a bowl of cereal. Okay, you open up your cabinet in your pantry and you have a selection. You probably have like 3 or 4 cereals, you know, and then you make your choice. You have your selection. Like, okay, you got Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes, Fruity Pebbles, whatever, you know. So you make your selection. So that's what the Lord's doing. He's opening up his cabinet. All right, because remember, the Lord created you. All right, because remember, even though the left-hand side, that goes for you too. Although you hate the Lord's going to use you too. Okay, he created you to bring chaos. Who you think created Satan? You know, who you think created Baphomet? You got to remember, they didn't just appear on the scene. All right, the Lord does everything for a reason. So the Lord's like, okay, I'm going to use the left-hand side to do this. Okay, he's opening his selection, his armory, his weapons. He's like, okay, I'm going to use the Russians to do this. I'm going to use the sleeper cells to do this. I'm going to use the prophets to do this. I'm going to use the angels to do that. See? Because the Lord's just chilling, you know. The Lord's he's up there, kind of like when you pick, you know, like when you go to a restaurant, you know, like, okay, what are you gonna get? All right, I'm gonna get a number 4. You know, you know what? I might get a steak sandwich. That's how the Lord is. He's like, okay, I'm gonna use this. All right, I'm gonna use that. See, to destroy this place. It's like that. Okay, and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. See, because they're his weapons. You guys are his creation. It doesn't matter how much, let's say like you're on the left-hand side, you hate the Lord, don't matter. The Lord controls you too. Even you, Duke. That's right. You know, his indignation, right? So righteous anger, see? Because it's a righteous anger because we're in a time of judgment. For this is the work of the Lord. There it is. Power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. So there you have it. So that's it on today's lesson. To let you guys know that the Lord is systematically gonna break this place down. You know, and you just look around the world, how much troubles you see. You know, recalls. Look at the fires. You know, this is all the work of the Lord. You know, and it's only gonna get worse from here. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. You know, the Lord's not playing. He ain't bluffing. Okay, the Lord is saying, you know, he's gonna destroy his place. It's finished. He's gonna destroy his place. Like for real? Like for real. Alright, so with that, stay prayed up, stay on your watch, stay on the path, on your feet, soldier. Shalom.